January was a month to forget for the Steelers, ending the way it started with defeat in Manchester. They did pick up a point yesterday, but it's wins they need to close the gap on the teams above them. The Flyers' decision not to wear their pride shirts yesterday produced a fan backlash, negative publicity and a distraction they could have done without. Apologies have been made and hopefully lessons learned, but it's a self-made mess and not ideal preparation for a trip to Sheffield. They've lost their last 10 in a row here. Eamon McAdam gets the starting goal. Shudra and Tansey are both out injured. The Steelers have turned it over. Harper. Shot came in from Southorn and it got big. And that was not a trip, despite what Harper may have thought. Continues to turn his head back towards the official and ask questions as the Flyers make their way down to the other end. And the Flyers are moving in dangerously. Unseen was Carlson. The Steelers got back just in the nick of time, and now Tremblay leads a 3-on-2 in the other direction. Harper with the shot and the puck gets through. And the Steelers open the scoring.
Yeah, very, very quick just on transition. A little play up the boards after a good stick down on this end from Diffley. Gets the puck moving the other way. Little center lane drive. Tremblay hitting the far side up with Harper. You'll see it here. And a quick wrist shot there. I think Shane Owen probably wants that one back a little bit. Goes off his hip underneath the arm.
Steelers now will try and burst through the centre. Penalty incoming. Can the Steelers wrap it in? No, they can't. The attempt initially from Jasper. And his teammates arriving on the scene. Not quite there in time, but the power play is incoming. Balmas, chance to snap one. It got blocked, but only back as far as Cormier. Another one through. Another one that gets blocked in front. It didn't reach Owen. And the Flyers get it away, and they can get in that much needed change.
Some huge pressure there from Steelers. Ritchie trying to do a couple of different options off there. High tip a couple of times from the short side. Balmas ripping one from the other side. And Harper had a couple of opportunities out in front as well so far. So Flyers doing a good job.
Here's Watling, throws it out front, and the finish provided by Diffley.
They were doing a good job, Jonathan.
Watling the provider, and Brian Diffley the finisher.
Yeah, fantastic finish from Brian Diffley. Good hard work. He saw it through the whole 2 minutes of that power play. Good retrieve here, but then look, Flyers just fall asleep, and two guys drop way too low, allowing Diffley to sneak in behind, not recognizing where the attack was. And Shane Owen, I think, is he guessing a little bit, maybe stick side there.
Ducharme had it, then lost it. Harper. Dowd tried the quick one, and Owen was down. Plenty of time. And Dowd.
Well, who's getting the penalty?
He's getting the penalty.
Looks like it's going to be Dowd.
Swinging punch.
I'm not sure if it's going to be a hook and then a hold in the stick.
Like he was just trying to sort of free himself. It is the hook.
Well, he's going to give him the hook, but he's not going to give him the hold in the stick as well. Again, here you go. There's a wraparound there, fine, okay, but now he's holding the stick as well. You can see him holding onto the stick right there. He's not letting it go. Look. So how is that not a two each way?
Dowd is now just 3 penalty minutes behind Zach Fitzgerald as he climbs the all-time penalty minutes list.
He's got an awful lot of all-times coming up, doesn't he?
Certainly does. This is not quite the record he'll be most proud of achieving.
He wants to be the leader in every category.
Jason Hewitt leads the way with, you would suspect, possibly an uncatchable 1,112. Then it's Plummer, Phillips, and Fitzgerald 777, Dowd 774.
Don't remember Huey getting that many penalties.
Deflected in! The Steelers get a short-handed goal. Look at the smiles all around for Usula and go.
Evan Jasper, I think, on the face-off wins it clean, and look, Southorn does. Yeah, Evan Jasper wins it clean. Southorn just goes, and everybody just ignores and leaves in front of the net wide open, and Usula just gets the backhand of the blade open. Look right here, it just touches it. That's just enough to push it to the short side over the pad.
Nico Usula's 10th goal of the season and his first short-handed. It's the Steelers' 8th short-handed goal of the season. Well, here's Ducharme with the shot that's breaking loose in front. Oh, and deflected over the top.
Not sure if that hit McAdam threw his head back there. I don't know what happened there. The puck hit him in the head, or was it Hunt out in front?
Russel from Southbourne and Jasper, the call on the short-handed goal. 63 from 10 and 62. Steelers penalty kill went 0 for 1 yesterday. We've got a short-handed goal once. They might get another one. Balmas is clean through. And he scores! Robert Dowd doesn't regret taking that penalty now.
No, definitely not, no. It's a miscommunication behind the Steelers net. I think it's Lucic and Logan Nielsen trying to play catch behind the net. And just gets played right there around and behind, and Ryan Tate, quick speed, and Balmas is gone up the middle of the ice, and you can see him, he's one-on-one. Good little move. Just freezes Shane Owen just that little bit. Ryan Tate gets his head up early enough to make a good hard pass, and Balmas does the rest right there. That good little fake just freezes in the speed. On the breakaway down the middle, carries him just past that left pad, and he has to put it into the open net. Not a lot of room, but he has enough. You see it right there.
Ritchie's pass is intercepted. Carlson plays it across, and the Flyers hit the inside of the post.
Is that just their luck tonight, Jonathan? Nice pass across. How much Reese Kelly can do. And the speed again just drags through and just...
The Steelers score again. Another pass from behind the goal. Out front to Harper. He's got his second of the game.
Yeah, this is Mitchell Hurd and Ryan Tate. They do all the hard work here, the heavy lifting. Harper just floats into a position, but what a great pass from behind the net. You can see Mitchell Hurd's just waiting. Watch him just wait and wait and wait. Look at this, Ryan Tate just creating. There's the shot, or the pass, and there's the shot.
And here's Hurd. Oh, denied by Owen.
Just goes in, nobody even paid attention to him. Forward and defense just totally switched off, and Mitchell Hurd was wide open out in front of the net.
From the right wing side to in front, completely untouched. And now there's space for the acceleration of Tate. And he lifts it in. 2 chances in a minute at the start of the third, and Tate has taken his.
Yeah, Ryan Tate needed a nice little goal there, and you can see the speed and the explosiveness of that. He just absolutely flies down that side, and no one's going to get him again. It's the speed that carries past Owen. Owen does a pretty good job pushing across and getting in the right position, but you can see how quick he is, and he takes it sideways. That gives him that little bit more room as opposed to going down on the angle. And the end of the result is he pops it past Owen.
Nordstrom's pass out to the far side. Centred towards Hurd, and then on for Bjorkley Nordstrom. First Steelers goal of the season. Plenty for the Dogs. And now the 7th for the Sheffield Steelers tonight.
Yeah, good work, 3-on-2. Pucks go across the ice, and it's some quick hands from all 3 players. And if Bjorkley Nordstrom is first, he ends up getting this. You see, it's a nice little play here. Quick to the middle, little touch back door from Hurd, and Shane Owen just can't react and get quite far enough across. Bjorkley Nordstrom, the long reach.
Shot slapped on goal hard by Carlson, and it's off the face mask of McAdam.
Still shaking it off.
Meanwhile, here goes Dowd. Has to turn away from goal. Steelers would love to work an opportunity for their captain. Well, they don't mind whoever scores, really. They've got their 8th.
Pretty much out of nothing. Just sort of rolls it around. You can see Watling get down in there, and does that hit something? Maybe it hits the defense of the Fife defenseman, because not really claiming it, is he? Is it you to Watling there? So
Steelers happy to keep it as far away from McAdam's goal as possible to secure a Steelers shutout win by 8-0. A nice bounce back from their shootout defeat yesterday. It's a shutout win today. Steelers fans will be going home happy today. They have seen 8 goals as the Steelers have completely dominated the Fife Flyers. Stephen Harper's opening goal proved to be the game winner. He added another one in the second period and picked up a couple of assists as well. It's been a good day for the Steelers. Harper will get to do the Eddie. Steelers next in action next Saturday in Manchester. They look to learn the lessons from yesterday and back on home ice next weekend against Dundee. And Harper will call the shots. And he's able to hit Jordan Southorn on the post route.
Pre-quarter one's coming
Steelers.
up. Yep.
Well, a touchdown plus a 2-point conversion for the Steelers today. They win 8-0. The blocking from Jasper. Nice little spiral on that one as well. The lefty quarterback. Aaron, a big win.
Yeah, big win tonight. That one probably felt a little bit better than it normally would against a team that's in last place. But I thought we were really good from puck drop tonight, and when we faltered a little bit, Mac had an outstanding evening. But we controlled tempo all night long, and we needed I liked our game last night, actually, especially when we watched it back today. I felt like even in the first period, maybe we weren't our best, but it maybe wasn't as bad as I remembered it or felt like it was after the first period. And the pushback last night was huge to get that point, but we know what kind of hockey's coming up here over the next few weeks. We need to build some momentum and find some positive play and some confidence in our game. We obviously lost Trems after that hit in the first, and lost Richie as well in the second period tonight. So we went with 9 forwards. It was good to see Ivan get some real minutes tonight and played well. Found the back of the net for his first one, which was awesome. Good effort.
And that was really the story of the day, is that how clinical the Steelers were in front of goal. McAdam making the saves, but the Steelers didn't give Owen the same chance to.
Yeah, they had a few counter chances off our turnovers. Again, you're not going to play mistake-free hockey. That's just the way it is. And McAdam made the saves we needed to when we needed them to. And then offensively, I thought we were very good. When we got pucks into the O zone, we spread them out and got to the hard areas. A lot of our goals were with traffic. And again, you got to make plays in certain areas of the game. And tonight we made them and made them pay.
You've spoken so often in these interviews about wanting to play a full 60 minutes. That seemed like it was pretty close to it.
Yeah, that was good. It was a good 60 tonight. Like I said, there's some moments that that you may scratch your head at times, but for the most part, our group was committed to the cause and had a good buy-in.
What is the latest then that you can say on the injury situation? Because again, Cole didn't feature this weekend as well.
Yeah, Cole, Kevin, Trems, now Rich. So it's the room. The room's a big one right now. We'll have him in Tuesday and evaluate what that looks like moving forward, and kind of go from there.
There's another very happy dressing room, and even the coach can treat himself to a beer tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. That's well deserved for our group tonight, and we'll have a good week and be ready to go.
And especially for the special teams play as well. Not often that a team scores 2 short-handed goals on one shift.
Yeah, unbelievable, actually. Yeah, it was 2 great plays there. That game was 2-0 at the time. We take the penalty there to finish the first period and come back and end up 4-0 out of that. It was a huge momentum swing for our group.
And it's a reflection of how the team's been doing all season on the penalty kill. 103 times short-handed, 12 goals against and 8 goals for. It's quite an incredible record, really.
That's, a net 4 goals on your penalty kill and over 100 attempts that's crazy stuff right there. It's, Carts does a great job with that group. They're very disciplined in what we're looking at and what we're looking for, and been a huge buy-in from our group. Obviously, your best penalty killer is usually your goaltender, and we've got 2 good ones back there, so that's been a strength of our group all year long.
Man of the match for Stephen Harper, 2 goals, 2 assists. He's working on a line that's really flying right now.
Yeah, him and Hurdo and Rich, before he left the game, they've been very good the last few games here. They're just big and heavy, and they skate well for their size. Once you get that group below the top of the circle. They've been very, very effective together, and it's good to see because Balms has kind of carried our group for a long time here. So it's nice to have a secondary group of scoring that we can count on.
Coach, a difficult night for your team. How would you sum that one up?
I give Sheffield credit. They were really good. I thought porous defense would be the word for our group. I thought the shots were pretty even, but when we made mistakes defensively, we blew big.
Was there a case that your team perhaps wasn't clinical enough to take the chances that you did create? Because that game could have been different, particularly in the second period. There's a shot off the post and other chances to make the scoreline less lopsided than it ended.
I think you got to give McAdam credit. He made some big saves. Like there was times I was shaking my head, like how do we not score on that? I thought we did generate some good chances and some good looks, but we didn't finish.
What does your team need to learn from not just today's game, but also the weekend as a whole?
Well, I thought we played a good game last night. We were, tied 1-1 going into the third period. I didn't think we had a great game in terms of goaltending last night. I don't think there's any way you can put tonight on Shane. We've got to be better defensively and give ourselves a chance.
Special teams as well. 2 short-handed goals on 1 penalty is never a recipe for success.
No, we have an opportunity on the power play. We're missing some key offensive guys, but certainly it's no excuse to give up 2 shorties.